on some clothes. Got a bonus, I sold out the show. Got like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
So what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could jump me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the Genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on there. I'm on earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it stars. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the I'm a player on the late night tips. So these see the prototype. Fingertips, reservoir dog, to the skull, ignorant. Can I live? Still film it, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger, kiss to death, friend protect your neck. Shame on the three boys in the Cadillac, grave digger.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid, but never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm the gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already live. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You a shook one, Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your, what's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a, here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. Yeah, the mother ride or die for my, strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover earth, skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you power. 21 questions like who? They're warning. Watch them flashing like paparazzi. 2 words. Get money. Tonight's the night. Guess who's back on my block? Rather unique. Bucktown. This. On that quiet storm, T-O-N-Y, top of New York, with a pitchfork.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa. Get out the way, I was 6. I tap dance all on them. And your diamonds like tap water. That drip way too foggy. These VVS is way awesome. Park CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for Vannas. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done dared every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Spieth at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Another day in the USA. Just another day in America. Kids from my hood look up to the system set us up for failure. I just want to make enough to pay dividends. Then invest in black businesses. They teach us to hate what we see in the mirror, but it can't break our spirit. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty
40 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Detroit Lions and the Washington Redskins. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Locke. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, Locke. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hurry, hurry! 12, 12, 12.
From the 50, it's long. Gets this one left side to Pettis. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And they'll run it here. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And Detroit getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw on 2nd down is Love. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a play fake, and it's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play, a pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Here's a give to Mixon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Luck. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Luck. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Taken in at the 22. Might have needed just one more block. As it stands, 37-yard return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kiki QT, 41 yards. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, it's Long. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Throwing on third down, Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing is Locke. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Luck on 1st down. Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, here's Love. Being chased out left. And incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Locke. Now he'll escape to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gun! All right, here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun!
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Redskins on 3rd down. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Dancing to his left. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Brandon, more and more offenses are going to the philosophy of using every inch of the field to try and spread things out. And when you're running back and catch the ball as well, that can only help your offense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd-and-1, Jackson. Open man here is Cole. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running backs. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take it.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A shotgun snap for Love. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on third down, Luck. Open man is got it. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Luck. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Luck now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Luck. Under pressure and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Sheldon Richardson with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
12. Line 40.
Here's Luck. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. On 1st down, Luck. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Luck. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Quan Alexander in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. To throw is Luck. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Set!
They go play action with Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Jackson from the shotgun. Trying to improvise. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here. Not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, here's Lott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Luck now to throw. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Lott. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a 1st down throw, Lott. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Logan, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And with a play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll go on the ground. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.
In the broccoli, dancing in my chucks, feeling out of body. Say the man got me on. Can you hear me now? 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 All in my system, been the one I'm kissing. Why might extensions that'll look like expeditions on? Man, it's too loud. Hear me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me now? 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 Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to school me, but I've been a genius. Daddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Have an all-white rank. Couldn't hit if it had ain't. Lanes can't call and you lame. You had it and you lost all the shine. I can buy a Billy, don't talk to me. For a show 150, don't talk to me. You ain't never help your mans, don't talk to me. You just follow all the trends, don't talk to me. I set the bar, I'm the bar. Like in the sky, I'm a star. I don't fall in love, 'cause I be loving. They ain't like my shirt, extra large. I don't care, I crash a ghost. Got 2 cribs and 2 states, I be doing the most. I got white folks' money that I won't blow. And if you ask why, 'cause the white folks don't. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Big bank, tight, low bank, bank. Type of money you gon' need a sight. The type of money you gon' need a buy. From the hood, this type of money make you stay away. Type of money gon' let you. Big bank, tight, low bank. Big bank, tight, low bank.
Everything proper, no propaganda. Tropicana gold yard bandana. Big, a lot of like Santa. Threw a birthday party in a phantom. Big like a dinosaur did it. And you know, shining like acrylic. Yeah, but had cornrows. I can see you hang with the door closed. Now I'm looking for a glove with a sparkle on it. And my got chocolate on it. Big bank, take small. Bank account on some talk. Attitude on some bank roll on what it do, boo.